react to. But let's stay in D3. The former Division III player playing in the Super Bowl, that's Ben Bartch. And I will pull up, I believe it was a D3 Direct that put out the original tweet, and they had sent that over to me to talk about a little bit. And there's a kind of a couple reasons we wanted to talk about him today. The biggest, obviously, being that the dude is the only Division III player playing in the Super Bowl. Now, there are other guys involved, whether it be like coaching staffs or other kind of facilitator managerial roles that are a part of the big game this year. But this is the actual only man that's going to probably end up touching the grass, the sod, because it ain't turf. Like, technically, can you call it turf?
It's still turf.
It's still turf.
Grass is still turf.
It's just not synthetic turf.
Yeah, like what we think of turf nowadays is synthetic turf, but it's still turf.
Yeah, but that's the man right there. Ben Bartch plays interior offensive line for the San Francisco 49ers. You can see there that he was a lineman for St. John's. And actually, kind of an interesting story is that he was a tight end at St. John's before making the switch ultimately over to offensive line. And that happened late, like very late, like almost like graduate late.
Oh, I didn't know.
Which is crazy. Yeah. It wasn't like came in as a tight end like a sophomore year. It was like very late. He ended up making the change. At least was my understanding of it. He's been in the league for about 4 years, I believe, and started this year with the Jaguars. That's who drafted him initially. I believe they picked him up in around the 4th round, which is a very respectable place to go for a guy like that. He missed their playoff games last year due to injury. He's dealt with a couple knee problems, I do believe. I don't know if that was the specific reason he was out. Elevated to the 49ers active roster in November before joining San Fran. He already had 20 starts in the NFL and had played in 41 games. You're talking about a border, not quite veteran status, but like damn near. Because
damn close, yeah.
Technically in the NFL, if you've been in the NFL for 2 years, you're entitled to a veteran's minimum.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
2 years of being in the NFL. That could be a practice squad.
That shows how hard it is to stay in the NFL.
Yeah, very. And also like the average career span you talk about is, like you said, very, very short.
Isn't it 4 years?
I don't even know if it's that long. I think it does depend on the position typically. Yeah, but probably. I think the average is probably even less than that. I could argue. Because
we don't think about all the best guys. Yeah, they might play 15 years, but
well, even that.
But like that's at the
crazy.
That's at the high end of what I'm saying. But then you don't talk about the guys that last a season, less than a season.
I was going to say half a year on a practice squad or whatever, So, yeah, it is interesting. But the main reason, you guys might not know him from that. The reason, if at all, you would know about Ben Bartch is because of this video right here, the D3 Smoothie King. And this is the video that I think gave him a lot of traction. This was back in 2020 in the combine. We talked about, and I'll pull it up here. We talked about him making the transition from tight end to offensive line. You might ask, how do you do it, Trev? It's kind of a bigger shift. This right here, he's explaining to the reporter back at the combine, which, by the way, he was the only Division III athlete this year in 2020 to be invited to the combine. Really cool stat there as well. But this is the smoothie that he drank, and we'll talk more about it after we watch.
I have a question here, though. Like, why scrambled eggs? Why wouldn't you just put, like, the egg in?
I don't know. I was afraid of getting food poisoning,
really?
To be honest.
Am I putting all of this in?
As much as you want. You don't have to do it all.
Well, okay. I feel like that's going to help the situation, so I'm going to put it all in. Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to get kicked out of the combine.
Yeah.
Okay, and scrambled eggs. Awesome. So we got grits, bananas, peanut butter, scrambled eggs, and
grits
then of course you're going to top
Gatorade
it
to top it off.
Gatorade.
Red Gatorade.
Because why not?
Why not?
Ew. Disgusting. It doesn't. It looks horrible. Okay.
No.
So this blender, it works, and we're going to try it out.
I'll give you the honors.
Okay. Here we go. Smoothie extract. Is that what we're going to do here? I don't know. Get excited, everybody. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
It doesn't look terrible, but you if you didn't know what was in it.
Yeah, look.
It's actually not that bad. I have a question here, though. Like,
she gets cuts off, but it's actually not that bad. Dude, and at the end, too, if you showed me this, what do you think right off the bat? I mean, it's an easy one. Layup. What do you think that is?
Like a strawberry banana.
Strawberry banana, 100%. Yeah. That is like just a straight up strawberry banana. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no strawberries in there, by the way. Yeah. It's the red Gatorade that's giving it the color. There are bananas, but it's the red Gatorade that gets diluted into this interesting color there. So if you did miss kind of the piece there, the weight gain concoction, it includes 7 eggs, grits, cottage cheese, peanut butter, a banana, and Gatorade, all combined.
It sounds so gross.
Yeah.
Like
Now, oh man, the eggs are tough. The grits, honestly, probably the worst part about it. You think banana,
it's
peanut butter.
To me, it's the texture of
Yep,
grits. So
yep.
like if you ever had grits, like
100%.
they have a weird texture to them, and they don't have much flavor.
Yeah.
They don't really have any flavor at all.
And
but-
people might say, oh, like cottage cheese. Put cottage cheese in your smoothie, your shake, whatever you're making, you're going to be astounded. It's like a lot of people put yogurt in there. Cottage cheese is usually a much more macro-friendly version of like a yogurt and kind of like a shake or smoothie type deal. Fantastic. Because a lot of people, I think the biggest knock, not to go on a cottage cheese tangent here or die on this hill, if you will, but cottage cheese, I think the biggest knock on it is the consistency, right? I think people kind of get disgusted by like the kernels and all that stuff. It blends out, dude. It makes it like milk, like with way more protein, better macros. So banana, Gatorade, peanut butter, cottage cheese. Okay, then we go eggs and grits. And that's kind of the gauntlet right there.
And the funniest thing is, why not just put the egg in there? I was scared of getting food poisoning.
So he scrambles them, which, is hilarious. Does he season them? Probably not, right? There's
Probably
no point.
No.
What if he did? That'd be hilarious. So, given all that.
So what? I wonder how he figured this all out, though.
Yeah, dude. I would like to see the first shake he made compared to now.
Oh, I'm sure there was some real disgusting ones. Because if he found that, like, that tastes all right, there had to have been some bad ones.
So, which, by the way, if we're talking about these kind of concoctions, it's the off season, which is always hilarious. But, given that said, he said he's 86 pounds heavier now. This was during like the combine, so obviously maybe it's changed since then, a couple years ago. But he was 86 pounds heavier now than when he arrived at St. John's as a freshman.
Which is insane.
86 pounds. That's almost a whole nother human.
Pretty much. It could be a whole
Could be, depending on their age. Yeah, that's wild. But again, given all that said, how often do you think he indulged in this special treat?
I mean, if he's trying to gain weight, he might have had it like every day.
You're damn close. 5 days a week.
Oh my God. So
5 days a week.
Every day, like after every lift, he would make that probably.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Because typically you lift 5 days a week.
And I should have found out. I actually don't know off the top of my head. I didn't have like the research, the numbers right in front of me. What do you think a good calorie number is on that? 7 egg grits, cottage cheese, peanut butter is a big calorie piece. Banana, Gatorade, give you a couple. I mean, it's not crazy. It's but not like 7. It's just volume.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be unreal.
Over 1,500.
Yeah,
I think closer to $2 grand, 2,000 calories.
Well, I don't know how much calories grits have.
Neither do I. It's kind of our wild card here.
Yeah. I should be paying attention more in my nutrition class.
I think the only option is for us to recreate it as a D1R crew.
I think we should.
That'd actually be a hilarious
video. And we'll make
video.
Cade try it first.
Yeah, dude, that'd be great.
I promise you, Cade, it's strawberry banana smoothie. It's really good.
We should tell him
it's really good. We've been making the recipe all night.
No, dude, he would sniff that shit out immediately because we wouldn't be able to hold our faces. No. But we should do that. That actually would be fun. I'll get the ingredients. I think all I need is grits, and I've got everything. Maybe a Gatorade. That's easy. Yeah. 5 days a week. Getting ready for the combine, that's what he did. So, pretty cool. A fun little D3 involvement, if you will. That's a cool piece on him. And then to finish off the episode here,